Welcome to release question number 12 for the geometry CSTs. It says students in a class rewrote theorems in their own words. One student wrote the following statement. The area of a parallelogram is the product of any base, B, and any height, H. And these words are kind of tipping me off here. Any base and any height. Okay, so which figure shows a counterexample to prove the statement false? So we're trying to pick out a counterexample to prove that the statement is false, that this conjecture that the student, or this theorem that the student wrote, the way they worded it is not a good way to word it. So any base and any height. This is a base and this is a height. I would say that works out right there. So this one, not that one. That's not going to be true. This one, here's a base and a height. They're perpendicular to each other, so not that one. The area of a parallelogram is base times height. So this is a sort of true statement, but it says any base and any height. That's the part that's incorrect about this. And then here you have a base and the perpendicular part to that being the height. But here this is a base. This could be considered a base and a base, but you'd have to have the perpendicular part to that base. You'd have to have this part right here and not this part that's given to you right here. So because you have this height being perpendicular to these other two bases and not the one that's given, this is your counterexample. So this one worked out, but this one doesn't work out because it's any base and any height. This is one of the bases in a sense. You could use this and this as a base, but this would not be, the height that's given would not be the perpendicular height to that base. So we have to have the area of the parallelogram being a base times the perpendicular height to that base. Choice D is the correct choice because of that.